takes about 3.5 minutes of soaking in warm water for fingers and feet to start getting pruny. In cold water it can take up to 10 minutes, but in either case it takes up to 30 minutes for maximum wrinklification. Before 1935, most thought it was a passive response caused by water flowing into the foot and fingers by osmosis. But in 1935, it was found that patients with a severed median nerve didn't get wrinkly fingers. The median nerve is part of the sympathetic nervous system that helps control things like sweating and vasoconstriction. That means that rumpled feet skin is actually not a passive response to water immersion, but is actually a nervous system response. In 2002, neurologists at the National University Hospital in Singapore measured blood flow in hands as they were submerged in water. They found reduced blood flow when the skin was getting all wrinkly, which is why pruny finger pads get paler because there's less blood near the surface. So if it's related to the nervous system and other parts of the body, even those that don't have much hair on them, don't get waterlogged wrinkles, then maybe there's an actual reason for it. A couple of studies in 2011 and 2013 respectively posited that the reason was to increase grip tenacity when handling wet objects. Then a 2014 study failed to show any improvements in dexterity when handling wet objects with wrinkled fingers. But then in 2020, neuroscientist psychologist Nick Davis took to the Science Museum in London and found over 500 volunteers. Volunteers were asked to grip this load cell with their thumb and finger on their preferred hand. Load cells measure torsion when you pull up or down on the thing, and participants were asked to follow a line with corresponding amount of torsion. There was a dry group, a wet group where fingers were just dipped in water, and then there was a wrinkled group where the subject's fingers were dunked until the experimenter was satisfied with the amount of wrinklage. And wet fingers use less force than wrinkled fingers, which use less force than dry fingers. But the real boon is efficiency. Pruny fingers allow you to grip a wet object with less force but more traction, so you can hold on to the thing longer and are less likely to crush it or drop it.